Yeah, that's a good question. So what they do usually in those situations is they have what they call an IDP or identity platform where you authenticate and then you you come up with an identity token like an OAuth 2 protocol, and then you send that token over, and then the legacy platform needs to somehow ingest that and say,
Hmm.
okay, I recognize that that's already authenticated by a third party that you already trust. And so, for example, with Login ID, we would be the trusted kind of partner with an existing website or system. We would do the authentication and pass along a token, and then the old legacy system would need to somehow ingest that token. So then
Hmm.
it offloads all the complexity of the latest specifications of authentication for FIDO and WebAuthn to us, and then all they have to do is just support on the front end on their side, uh, 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 our service as a trusted service. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So one question is coming to me. I'm thinking on the business side. What is driving business towards the world of passwordless strong authentication? I know you talked about the honeypot and security, but is there any other reasons why companies are moving that way?
I think it all comes down to if it drives business, right? So
Hmm.
conversion, conversion, conversion. So if you look at the statistics, they already have this already. Like they have Google and Yahoo has already done some studies, and they've enabled this on a couple of their websites. So, for example, in Yahoo, they enabled it in Japan, and they saw a 24% increase in conversion. Similar with Google, similar numbers. So it's a mind-boggling increase in conversion. So and then you find that I think the stats was 89% conversion versus 60ish with passwords.
Okay.
So the idea is that you'll be able to convert people much quicker. And then also the not only is it the failure rate is much lower, the it's also the speed as well, right? You think typing putting your fingerprint versus typing a password. Fingerprints typically a lot faster. So the stats is around three to four times faster using biometrics.
Okay.
Um, so I think conversion is the why businesses want to do that. And then another reason is obviously security, and then finally compliance.
Right.
So security, as I mentioned before, a lot of companies don't want to store, passwords and PII data.
Hmm.
And really what they do is to use, a protocol similar to FIDO, where it's PKI, where, they're storing the public key. And so they're not in possession of a valuable, password on their system. And so security is one aspect, and then finally compliance, right? So, for example, in Europe, you need to be GDPR compliant, which means a lot of PII data needs to be secured, and passwords obviously PII data,
Hmm.
and this eliminates FIDO is GDPR compliant inherently because it's pseudo anonymous. A digital signature that comes from your phone can't really identify who you are actually. So yeah,
Okay.
so that's why conversion, which is kind of the business case for it. You have higher conversion rates, faster conversion rates, and then obviously security compliance. Those are big reasons why you would want to move away from passwords.
Okay. Good to
Yeah.
know.